Right then, I want to kick off this session by having a quick look at Ultros and Typhon's like peak in terms of the Crystarium, because I've got all these crystals and I might as well just use them just to see what kind of situation we're going to have with these guys, and maybe I can get some extra infusion abilities with these crystals I'm going to use. So I know Typhon is more magic based, but I don't know, I just feel like in my mind, strength always beats magic. I know it's probably not like that, but yeah, 9,000. I guess through infusion you can get him over 10k, and strength maybe like 1,100, 1,200, something like that. So not better than lightning indeed. With stuff like Synergists, I feel like it's always good to have them be as like high HP as possible. That's more important than any strength or magic, I think, for them. So it's almost 8,000, not bad at all. Right, Feral Surge, Random Nullify Ice, Defense Maintenance 2, Auto Veil, First Strike, Magic plus 20. Okay. Protect and Shell, so not even any Bravery, really? That's disappointing, man. You bestowed all of those things on Typhon when you fought, but you don't actually have that ability, which is a shame. Okay, fine. Right then, next up is Gilgamesh, and I'm not really sure how I'm really gonna start with it. I'll just I'll probably keep something similar to what I currently have, with probably something that's gonna have some buffs in it, because it's probably not wise to go in without any buffs. Yeah, just go in, give it a go, see how the battle's playing out, and just adjust and progress accordingly. There is a very good chance I could get stuck on this one and really need to figure out a different strategy, or to like get some different equipment, get better weapons, maybe like make some infusions, use some different monsters. I really don't know, but we'll just have to play it out and see how it goes. I'm probably going to need to be quite conservative here, because Gilgamesh is a beast. Here we go.
Your next opponent is a warrior, both fearless and fierce. He wanders the void in search of the ultimate arms of war. Brash is he and reckless, though emotional and mercurial. Is single-minded, stubborn. The stoicism is the stuff of legend. For centuries has this soldier roamed the beyond. Now, finally, his obsession for weapons has led him to this field of battle. Not man nor beast shall stand in the way of his unrelenting quest for vengeance. I give you the mighty Gilgamesh!
That's a pretty legit intro, man.
I've been waiting in this Coliseum for so very long now. I was starting to worry that you'd never download this part of the game, and I'd be stuck in digital limbo.
Nice.
See these weapons I've picked up in the rift? Bullet showers and rocket storms. Let it begin!
Here we go. Oh boy. But this version of this theme is so good, and the frame rate is not looking too hot right now. Oh boy. Apologies in advance for like bad frame rate, but let's just see how it goes. I think it might improve of its own accord or something. We'll see. Tameable Commando. I mean, it's very likely that I'm going to die on this first attempt anyway, and I think if the frame rate continues to be a problem, I'll look into it and see if there's something I can do about it. His chain resistance doesn't seem that high, which is good. Might have a shot at staggering this thing without too much difficulty. And Deep Protect works. Excellent. Okay. Well. He does seem to have some chinks in his armor. And there's no way that we already did that much damage. I know for a fact that Gilgamesh is very, very beastly. He has like 10 million HP or something. So we've got like a first form here. Yeah. So 999,999 HP. I assume we're going to take all of that out, and then we get to fight the the legit form. Oh, this theme is so good. You're going to be spending a lot of time hearing it, so better get used to it. Poison is always worth seeing. High HP enemies plus poison, always beneficial. And it worked! Oh yeah, okay. I'm really hoping the poison works for the main form as well. If it doesn't, I'll be upset. But the recording is not doing too great. I think the frame rate improved slightly though. It was worse for a time. But yeah, we're damaging this thing pretty quickly. I assume things are going to get very, very interesting in the next 20 seconds or so. I didn't even need to heal at this point. Oh boy. Here come swords. Okay, well, Protect seems like a good option, and he has a lot of ways to interrupt me, I assume, so... Now we're going to take shit seriously. The first form is just a doozy, it's just something to warm me up, I guess. Right, let's recast this so it lasts a little longer, and get going. So Sentinel is going to be taking a shitload of hits here. Immune to wounding attacks. Damn. I don't think I was going to wound all of that HP anyway, so probably doesn't make a difference. Then again, the fact that it's telling me it can't be wounded probably means that it heals itself, which is not a good sign. And there it is. So 1 HP shy of 10 million. That's 2.5 times as much as Typhon. That's a lot. Well, more than 2.5 times as much, almost 3 times. And that battle took like 15 minutes. I thought he said I am Groot for a minute. So it hasn't ruled out Do Protect working, but as you can see, it's not working, which is not good. I don't know if it's one of these things where it only works when you stagger it, because as you can see, there's a blank line there, which doesn't rule it out, but I've cast it like 20-30 times and it hasn't worked. I mean, we need to get a gauge on how much damage it's doing when we go all-out attack. I need this so I have an idea of how conservative I need to be in this fight in terms of the damage I receive. If we can survive for a reasonable amount of time in a paradigm like this, then that's a good sign. And it seems like we can, so that's good. But it's a shame that Do Protect is not sticking. If this ain't sticking, then Poison's not going to stick either, and that would have done a lot of damage for me. So it doesn't seem like there's many shortcuts I can take here to do more damage. It's also reminded me of the hanging levels in Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I feel like it still has the same status immunity situation as the first battle, but I just can't inflict it. It seems like I probably need to stagger it to get it in. This bit is just so good. Screw fine, I just want to listen to this. Right, we're going to have to find out what happens when we stagger this thing and how the situation changes. Because that's when we're going to be doing the lion's share of our damage. Let's just go in and see what happens. 355. Go, go, go. I mean, we can stay alive for a fair bit of time in this paradigm, so I'll try and work the gauge as best I can. Okay. eerie sound wave. No! Capable of inflicting pain, and my biggest damage dealer is inflicted with pain. How long does it last? Is the next question. We've got Vendetta, which is kind of free time for me to attack. It's Test, Protect. Okay, it works when staggered. Excellent. So it's all learning here. And D-Shell. Great. Okay. Oh man. Sound is annoying me. So doing about 8,000 damage again per hit. Look at how little of his HP bar has gone down through this onslaught. Oh. That eerie sound wave is annoying, man. Weapon regen. Whoa! His HP is back up to full. Oh man. As great as this track is, that's annoying as fuck. So he's got moves that can inflict like pain and fog. I think that's a move that happens once the stagger is over. And it healed him back up to his full HP. Fuck me. I mean, I guess the only consolation so far is that he's not really doing a lot of damage relative to the 10 million HP he has, and like his status as such a super boss. And we could stagger him quickly, but oh no, he can't be poisoned either. So that's one thing that doesn't carry over to this one. This is not looking good, man. The biggest concern being, how the flip am I supposed to do 10 million damage if this guy is healing all of it back and I can't wound? There's got to be something I can do there. I mean, I don't even know how much it heals. I mean, is it? It's an automatic like heals back to full HP, and I shouldn't stagger, or it's hard to tell. I'm gonna go for the stagger again, of course. Maybe like the first time you do it, he does a weapon regen, then doesn't do it the second time. The only way to find out is to keep battling. Yeah, I mean, immune to wounding attacks that reduce maximum HP, that's... You do that plus weapon regen, well, what chance do I have? But yeah, I'm pretty much like 99% certain that the D-Protect and D-Shell do not work when he's not staggered at this point. At this stage, this has kind of gone back to being an experimental battle, where I'm not really trying to win here, I'm just trying to learn. Yeah, it's definitely not happening, man. But Bunker Beast is completely comfortable against this form of Gilgamesh, so that's a good sign. I'm just going to see what sort of damage I'm going to be able to do if, let's say, I realise that I shouldn't stagger him, because I don't want him to use weapon regen. What about then? I mean, I feel like this I would be doing damage so slowly that the battle would take about 4 hours. I mean, I'm seeing like 2,000–3,000 a hit, and we've got 10 million to do. So I don't think this is much of a solution either right now. Okay. First time I've been in the red for a while. I'll keep the pressure on. I won't switch to a healing paradigm yet. But you can see like the progress is really, really slow like this. I mean, if I could D-Protect him and I could cast Brave on myself, then maybe working without staggering him would be a much better option. But without D-Protect and without me having Bravery, this is just it's like borderline futile here. Okay, so I've continued chipping away, and we're close to the stagger right now, so let's see what happens here. We'll just have to go for it. Make sure my HP is at maximum. Just really do as much damage as I can before that stagger comes. Okay, let me get that deep protect in real quick. Real quick, and then just go. I've already lost like 15% of the stagger, but we'll do our best. Did it hit Sarah? I think that's fine. I'll just continue for now. And have maximum Cerberus time. At least my HP is still remaining high here. Oh man, he uses that move too often. Look how much time I'm wasting here. And it doesn't remove pain and... oh shit. This is a waste. At least you can use this still. So I've done maybe like 10% of his maximum health bar, 10 to 15%, something like that. Okay, hold on now. Weapon regen didn't bring it all back. So I think he regains like, I don't know, like 10% of his HP maybe? So we've got to do more than 10 HP of his damage, of his HP, in order for the stagger to be worth it. That seems like a tall order, man. We've really got to blitz him out. You've got to pick your poison here. Either you don't stagger him and you really slowly chip away, or you do like 1.5 million. You do like 1.5 million damage. He heals back 1 million, and you play that constant cat and mouse until you kill him. Okay, I think I'm going to need some adjustments here. This doesn't seem like a very optimal way to fight him right now. I've got to come up with something better. Okay, so I've upped the aggression here. A paradigm like Ruthless I feel like could be a good one to enter the stagger with. And I've only got 2 paradigms with the Bunker Beast in there now. So that, because I mean I haven't noticed him doing any mega damage to me. So this next run is going to be a bit more aggressive compared to the previous one. So I'll make use of these couple of extra levels as well with the Crystarium. Every little helps. If I find I really need it, I'll probably just quickly get some more Christogen points. I'll probably use the trainer to save myself time and take myself up those final like 50 levels or so. That will get me a little bit extra. Right, let me see if there's any infusions that I can do quickly and cheaply here that will get me something extra. There's nothing particularly interesting. I think maybe I can get like, yeah, I've got the magic plus 20, and I think the magic 25 as well. I'm not sure how useful that's going to be. She's mostly going to be attacking with her physical attack, so I'm not too sure. Magic 25, it takes it up to 900. I don't really think I need anything right now with those. I think I'll jump in for another attempt with my current setup, and we'll see how the situation has changed. So I think this is going to be back to the 1 million HP variant. And as of this point I'm probably going to have to edit, because I'm not going to talk about the same stuff over and over again. You don't need to see the battle being done repeatedly. We'll see what kind of... oh, okay, so it's the 10 million version. Good, okay. Let's see how we fare this time. This has been working pretty well for me, man. 4.6 million left. Okay. So not staggering him, I think, has been better for me so far. I've been enjoying that more. I feel like we've got a pretty good shot here, as long as I keep grinding. It's taking a long time, but I feel like it's worth it. I haven't really needed a Sentinel too badly. Cross slash. Okay, that's not too bad. I was expecting worse. But I did have Protect, to be honest. Enhanced power! Oh no. Oh no. Divider. What is this? 8,000! 2,000, 3.5 thousand. Oh boy. And someone's dazed. Lightning's dazed. Shit. Shit. She got interrupted. No, no, no. Well, that's great. You grind for all that time, and little do you know that he has a higher power state. Oh well, this is what happens when you go in without a guide. These are the kind of surprises that you encounter. So, enhanced power. He used an attack called Divider. Noel got hit for 8,000, but the others got hit for 2,000 and 3,000. I'm not sure why that's the case. But I guess this means that the Sentinel will become relevant, because surely in the enhanced power state I'm going to need to use a tank of some kind. Okay, we've got work to do. It's not going to be as easy as I thought. I need to figure out how to get bravery, I think. Bravery could definitely help. I also have a Yakshini, and I hear these guys are really, really good synergists. I've got some comments about these, so I think I'll power one up and just and see what happens here. Yeah, I'll just use my potent crystals because I can't be bothered to use the trainer to get any other like vitality crystals or something like that, and it already has 11,000 HP. So 11,000 just with potent crystals. First strike, HP plus 25%, that definitely helps. And fog proof, which is also really cool. So I think this synergist is going to be really helpful. And the feral link ability, I think it gives everyone like really good buffs instantaneously. So I think we could definitely make use of Yakshini in this Coliseum. So let's see if we can do anything else that's interesting. I can infuse other synergists into it because I don't think I'm going to need any other synergists other than Yakshini here. So. And I don't think they had any abilities that were useful to any of my others, so I think we can feed my other synergists to the Yakshini. But 11,000, that's pretty insane, man. And finally we get to use some bravery. I don't think I've made use of bravery like at all in the entire playthrough so far. So we've got Brave Gur, Faith Gur, and we've got Fanatical Dance, which I'm hoping is going to be very useful as well. So that's going to be a plus. Okay, so I've kind of switched things up a bit. I've made a move that I didn't think I would do, and I've taken out the green chocobo, and I'm going to do all of my medic work with Noel and Sarah. So I'm not sure how wise that is, but it enables me to put in Yakshini and make use of this Fanatical Dance thing, and to get abilities like Brave. So I can kind of recast Brave and do a lot more damage while I'm trying to whittle down this 10 million HP. So that's something I think I'm going to do for the next attempt that we're going to have. Okay, so I went to the shop and upgraded my my silver bangle, and I got a durable silver bangle. So that gives me a little bit more HP. So when this divider phase happens, the more HP I have, I think the better it will be for me. So that should help. Okay, Sentinel's dead. This isn't looking good. Come on. No. Attacks too quickly, man. Once that first person is dead, by the time you get like a Phoenix down in or something like that, or try to raise and cure them, you're already dead. He attacks too fast. I think I'm dead. 8,000, great. That's an 8,000 variant. What's the situation? What's the damage? Noel's dead. Come on, quickly. No, it's the same shit again. I'm telling you, when that first person is dead, if you're in critical health, he will kill you before you get a chance to even use a Phoenix down. What a fucker. This enhanced power state. Come on. Cross slash. No. This is really not... I really don't want to sacrifice a paradigm for Tortoise, but I think this is going to be the only way, man. In this form, I can't keep up with like both the damage and the protection and healing at the same time. I feel like I do okay. I feel like right now I'm feeling good, but then something happens and it just fucks me up. So like now, for example, come on, cover that. No, you see I can't cover it, it's too much. So I can't attack him at all while he's in Vendetta, but I need that time for the gauge and to do damage. So it needs a tortoise paradigm. I can't do it without one, I think. It's got to be done. Okay, my friends. As you can see, I've got all of those Christigen points on your screen completely legitimately. I went around and did like about 12,000 battles to pick those up. I decided to get these guys up to level 99, so I'm truly going to have max stats because I feel like Gilgamesh, at least for me, demands that I have maximum stats. So yes, I used a trainer to get the final Crystarian points I need to complete this Crystarian once and for all, and to save me the time of having to go out and defeat monsters and to basically do stuff that you guys weren't going to see on screen anyway. So alongside that little bit of extra HP, strength and magic that I get from the Crystarium, I realized that probably the best way for me to do damage here is to give Null three of these, or like get a slightly durable one. So basically if I can stack 3 of those, then I'll be able to get like plus 30 something% extra strength, because I think he has enough HP anyway. I don't need any more HP from him.
Your business is
But because I can't have a paradigm like Cerberus when he's in the power state, I need Null to do damage. There you go, over 1,000 for the first time. So because I don't have like something close to his ultimate weapon, it's only like his second, I think it's only his 3rd highest strength weapon. I need something like a plus 30, plus 32% to do extra damage there. So I think that helped. Okay, just in case it helps with like some of the stuff that I'm doing, I might as well feed the plus 25 magic as well. I'm not going to use Typhon anyway. I think I'm going to go for a paradigm like this, so I feel like I can quick switch to this and make use of like Fanatical Dance to give me bravery for a short time and do even more damage. So it's a bit risky, but I feel like it could be highly rewarding. I think I might do something that I never thought I would be doing here. Basically, Bunker Beast is really critical to success here, and I've stopped using the green Chocobo and I've got a resist physical of plus 36%. I think if I feed this Chocobo to the Bunker Beast, it could really help. Yeah, look at this, man. Resist magic plus 15, resist physical plus 36. I've got to do this. It's for the good of the team. Sorry, green Chocobo. I can always get another one if I really want one. But as a Sentinel, to have plus 36 physical resistance has surely got to be a big deal here. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, here it comes. Enhanced power. Okay, now we're really going to find out if this is going to work or not. Tortoise versus Divider. 609, 1108. Yes. Okay, now there's a chance of me getting this done. Got to keep the chain alive though. This is probably the point I'll edit in from, so I guess I'll quickly go over a few things. So Bunker Beast having the physical plus 36 I think has made a big difference here. I've been going for having a Sentinel at all times to you know, obviously draw the attacks away and to tank this part of the battle. And I think once something like Vendetta is over now, I need to switch to Tortoise because he's going to come back with Cross Slash or whatever it is. So, yep. You see, that damage, even with Tortoise, it makes a big, big difference. So yeah, I think once so what I've been doing is once I get to about 200-ish on the gauge, I've been switching to my double commando paradigm and doing damage. Basically, because I want my Sentinel to be the same Sentinel every time, so I don't have a paradigm where I don't have Noel as a Sentinel and then one with Bunker Beast. I'm not able to have Lightning attacking as a commando. Damn it! Oof. See, this is the difference. Am I alive? Just about. I need to quickly switch here and stay alive, hopefully. So yes, I think this situation is a good example of why having the same person be, or the same being be the Sentinel is a good thing. So that's another reason why I needed Null to have as much strength as possible. If I had a situation where I was optimized and strong enough to have Lightning be the commando instead of Sarah, for example, here, then I'd do a lot more damage than I am. But I think with the stagger gauge at like this 220 to 240 mark plus bravery, I think I'm doing okay damage here. And I'm willing to grind it out at this kind of level. As long as Divider doesn't kill me, it's fine. Basically with Divider, I think I've noticed how he's doing it. What I'm seeing is that he stops attacking and he kind of jumps back or starts walking to the side. So whenever his relentless attacks stop and he takes like a step back, that's when I'm inclined to switch to Tortoise, like now for example. So it doesn't always seem to work, but I think it's more reliable than any other metric for knowing when it's coming. There you go. So there's an example. I just missed it, but I think that's definitely... Oh no, I'm going to lose the gauge! Don't lose the gauge! Okay, I took a risk to not lose the gauge there. But I think we're okay. The gauge goes quickly, man. Okay. Go, 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 go! So I'm firing Fanatical Dance whenever I can as well. I'm quick switching in and out of this paradigm so it doesn't give Gilgamesh too much time to switch to a different target. But Bunker Beast is taking those hits like a champ. And at this kind of stagger gauge level, I'm starting to do pretty good damage. I'm grinding it down. I'm grinding it down. I'll probably like edit out segments of this as well because it turns into a pattern after a time where you do this. Okay, step back. No. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna get a hold of when he's gonna do this. Once I get the timing for that down, then I think that this battle's over. There it comes. So he's walking across. Surely now. Yes. Okay. So when he takes a break from his attacks and starts like walking sideways, that's when Divide is coming. And that's when you're going to get dazed. Divider plus Eerie Sound Wave plus Cross Slash. Just nasty moves. But I'm keeping up. What's annoying is, I think in this enhanced power form, he doesn't use Vendetta as often, which is a bit frustrating. Okay, here we go. What's nice about this is I heal slightly from it as well, so it's like a nice little boost. Love it. I understand why they like the Akshini now. It's one of my most hated enemies, but it became quite a good ally for me. So. It's a tale of redemption for the Akshini. So basically, what I'm going to do once I get to like 254-ish, then I'm going to let the gauge run out on purpose. So, because I feel like I need to have a Sentinel all the time, with only 2 attackers. Yep. So I think I've started to nail the Divider timing now. Okay, starting to feel a lot more confident about Divider now. Divider was an attack that struck fear in my heart, but I'm feeling a little bit better now. Okay. Just a tiny bit more. No, no, no. Oh no, I did too much. Okay, I'm going to try and do as much damage as I can. This was really stupid. I tried to get one attack in too many. And now I have to try and do over 1 million so I don't go backwards here. And I'm going to have to go into Tortoise Paradigm in a second as well. Oh man. Way to ruin it for yourself. He's going to go back up to over 4 million HP now. Because I'm an idiot. seeing that HP go back up is going to be so annoying. Luckily, he went back into Vendetta. That was nice of him, to be honest. Scourge. I didn't even make use of this at the right time. It was just all round. It was a terrible effort. Look at that. Oh. I just did a bad job of this. I guess at least, I mean, all I can say is it wasted my time. It didn't make me lose the battle, I guess. But this is like an extra 5 minutes wasted, I think, maybe more. Thank God for the power of editing, huh? So yeah, it's going to take me a little while to get back into this and to do the damage that Gilgamesh regained 4.3. So lost about 500k damage there, I think, maybe a little more. Shit. Okay, I guess I'll skip ahead to nearer the end of the battle now, because you guys are understanding how I'm surviving and what I'm trying to do here. I don't know if he's going to get any crazier, if he's going to have a different move set, something else happening, but we'll have to see. 800,000, we're closing in. I have been patient, I have been grinding it out. I've been trying my best to keep timing the divider attack as best I can. Gilgamesh is just hasted up and just relentlessly attacking. He's just relentless. Vendetta seems to come and go. Sometimes he uses Vendetta quite frequently, sometimes he doesn't. He's wounding me all the time. But I'm holding on here. I'm holding on. And I'm chipping away, chipping away, chipping away. I feel like if I can get to like the 230 mark one final time, maybe I should stagger him for the finish, but I'm so worried about fucking it up when I stagger that it might not be worth it. But still, look how much damage that does, even with Tortoise. I've been finding individualized healing to be better than using stuff like Garaja, but I don't know, maybe it's just me. Okay, let's get back in there. Oh no, that was bad timing. I wasn't paying attention. When battles get long, you have lapses in concentration, man. This isn't like a battle like Penance, where because it's turn-based, the odds of you making a mistake like that are less. Here, you've got to have your finger on the trigger the whole time. Be ready for that shift. But battles like this are why... Come on. Come on, keep Bunker Beasts alive. If Bunker Beasts die, we're all dead. Okay, good. But yeah, battles like this are why I love the battle system of Final Fantasy XIII, because alongside everything else that you're doing, there's a lot of like active battle system things happening at the same time that you have to keep a track of. So, like what you're seeing here, well, you've got to switch for that, and then you've got to make sure that you maintain the stagger gauge, so you've got to keep your eye on that. And then you've got to switch back, and you've got to heal, and then you've got to go back to Tortoise. Do you see what I'm saying here? It's like, it's just so active without it being about like dodging and stuff. So it's different. It's not like it's not active in the sense of like Final Fantasy 15, for example. Let's get this in. So the activeness of Final Fantasy 15 is different because that's like more legit. Fuck. I'm not paying attention. It's going to be another one of these battles where I'm going to die, isn't it? I really better not die here. You will see a very annoyed Danzoi if I die in this battle. I forgot my train of thought. So yeah, in like Final Fantasy 15 and stuff, you've got to like actively parry and all that kind of shit. This isn't like that, but it's still very much like reactions do come into it, and you've got to stay on your feet and think fast. So that's why it's so intense. 700,000. Okay. Stay focused. One thing I'm not certain is when Bunker Beast has Fog and Pain, does it? I guess he's not able to use stuff like Provoke, so I might risk of Gilgamesh targeting someone else, I don't know. Okay, good timing. I just got in there in time. Excellent. Keep going, keep that gauge alive. Okay, keep the bunker beast healthy. Okay, just got to stay patient for a little longer. Okay, good. I think before we get to like the 240, 245 mark, hopefully, should be very close to death. If it throws in like a Vendetta or something like that, 500,000. If it throws in a Vendetta, then we've got a great chance of finishing him off. Okay, we're ready. Oh, didn't use it. Interesting. Okay. Keep the pressure up. 415,000. Almost there. Now, maybe? Yep. Okay. Just as I was about to switch out, because I thought I wasn't going to use it. Excellent. Still hanging in there, doing okay. Okay, Bunker Beast's still doing okay. And Sarah's healed herself. Let's go. Bunker Beast taking a beating. Okay, feeling good enough. Hopefully, before this bravery runs out, this battle should be over. Final push. Come on, throw in a Vendetta for me, man. You know you love the Vendetta. Walk in. Yes. I think so much of the key to this battle has been figuring this divider thing out and having a tortoise paradigm. I wish I thought of it earlier before I had a good attempt, but oh well. It's all a process. And that's why I love this game. For me, this is what Final Fantasy is all about, man. This is what I love best. Outside of the story, this is why I play these games. Okay. I've managed to die to an enemy with this little HP before, so I'm not going to let it happen again. $154,000. That small a HP bar is still 154,000 damage. Because I still do so little damage to it. 113. Gotta be careful. Because a divider can still fuck me over at any time. I'm gonna be watching for it. It's not ready. Shit. That wasn't wise. I thought the Feral Link was ready. I think it's okay if I stagger him this time, because if I can't do 79,000 damage with a stagger, then I might as well go home. Right, should I give it a big finish? Nah, wait, it's coming. Shit. Oh no, I tried to show up and be fancy. You know what? Oof. I really fucking deserve to die for that. Why would you even try and do that? Oh. That was so close to costing me the battle. 39,000. Okay. Managed to survive it. Vendetta as well. Okay, this battle's over. Man, this is tough. Yes! Okay. well, that kind of deflated me a little bit, seeing me be an hour slower than the target time. But hey, 10 million HP, man. I had to grind that shit out. I didn't even have a paradigm with 3 attackers on it. So yeah,
Impressive. All praise to the victors.
I'm happy with that, man. For a while, I thought this battle was going to be like supremely difficult to beat. I mean, it's still, as Final Fantasy battles go, this is definitely up there as one of the more difficult bosses I faced. Gilgamesh was a real bastard, because you've got to do a lot of things at once, man. You've got to you know, time it correctly. You've got to pay attention to the gauge. You've got to make sure you don't push him into a stagger. You've got to keep you've got to have a very strong sentinel. Keep the sentinel alive. Throw in bravery to do extra damage, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of work, but we got there in the end. So I'm happy with that. I think Gilgamesh is more difficult than Snow, so I'm hoping that we'll be okay against Snow. And then we have a secret boss coming up, which apparently can be even more difficult than Gilgamesh. So I'm not too sure if it is or if it isn't, but it's another super boss that's coming up once I defeat Snow. So we will be doing that hopefully in the next session. But I'm just happy I beat Gilgamesh because I poured a fair few hours into this. But you guys know how it is with me. I mean, if you give me a choice of grinding for a few hours and then blitzing out an enemy in like 5 minutes, or not grinding for a few hours and the battle against that enemy taking a few hours, I always choose the latter, because that's just, yeah, I'd rather spend 3 or 4 hours in an intense boss battle than I would spending those 3 or 4 hours grinding and then having a situation where like I can do, I don't know, 5 million damage per stagger and like finding a way to bring it down to 4.6 million HP and then take it out in a single move before it even gets a chance to use Divider for the first time or something like that. So I always prefer the latter, and even though it took me 80 minutes, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you for the next one.